I'm just hoping, Senator, that the message that was sent today by the very decorated officer, I think it's Crystal Skippins, I'm just hoping that her message resonates today with all those concerned, and that we would take her message and take it to the top of every roof. Make sure it's echoed clearly for everyone to hear, because I thought it was an extremely powerful message that needs to be heard all over the country, because the crime, no doubt, as we can see, I mean, we at the beginning of the year, and we're just hoping for the best. Why not hope for the best? But it does seem as if we've started out on the wrong foot, and every one of us, all of us, I should even include those in the media houses, all of us have a part to play in making sure that we do try to see what we can do to help with the crime situation. Train the child in the way he or she should go. The Bible says, and when they become old, they will not depart from it. The parents have an urgent and a paramount responsibility to make sure that their kids are trained, that bring them up in the right way so that they don't become a menace to society. That's the least you can do as a parent. You're responsible for bringing them here. You made the decision to bring the child here. Just make sure that you train the child properly. Make sure they get the right instructions from their parents and they do the right thing. That's your part. If they fall through the crack and disobey, and of course they decide to pick up the sword, it spills out in the streets, the police gets it, the law gets it, whoever else, and then they pay. So let's just make sure we try to keep the bombers safe as possible. All right, Senator. Crime interrupter, back to you.
Well, the reality of the matter is, when it comes to adults, it's beyond parents. I mean, certainly, if I decide that I'm going to commit crime, you'd be an idiot if you start focusing on what my parents should have done and what they didn't do. You have to hold me responsible. So, in the case of adults, it's the law, stupid. And I don't mean the spiritual advisor. I'm just trying to be
What do you mean?
It's the law, stupid. So when people who are mature, who are adults, they go afoul of the law, well, the system must work. I mean, we waste time to say what their ma should have done. Do you know how many good parents we have in this country? Do you know how many good mothers and good fathers who do everything, but their children have gone astray, either because they're crazy, either because they're on drugs. And fundamentally, we continue to ignore in our battle against crime that one of the greatest forces of evil is marijuana. It's dope. It's dope. Even though our country is advocating the legalization of dope. It's dope. And I'm in a good position to tell you, because in my youth, I worked at the Sandlands Rehabilitation Center, and I was fortunate and blessed to work on a ward that was called the admission ward. No matter what your mental issues were, you didn't come to Sandlands unless you were first registered on the admission ward. So a lot of this has to do with drugs. And you think we see crime, you wait until they legalize this dope. All right, it's dope. And that is why all of us must push back on the legalization of dope. Just check it out. They're smoking dope. Everybody's smoking dope. Dope, 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 dope. And that is why I continue to call on young people, on students everywhere, that we must not smoke dope. Don't mind who smokes dope. As I grew up in this society, it didn't matter to me who smoked dope. I wasn't smoking none. And that is what the problem is. And these dope that they're smoking, they're lacing the dope. And some of these dope will help you to commit a murder, and you will have no moral feelings, no objection to it. That's what it is.